there, welcome to today's class. My name is Heather and today we're doing an arm building practice. So if you're working on building arm strength or upper body strength, this is really going to be the class for you. And yeah, let's get started by coming to a tabletop position, bringing hips over knees, shoulders over wrists, fingers spread wide. Let's begin by just doing a few cat-cows to start syncing up with our breath, start building a foundation for the practice. Inhale, lower the stomach, and exhale, round the back. Inhale, lower through the belly, open up the chest, and exhale, round. Bring that chin in, back of the neck long. Move through a couple more of these in your own time, syncing it up by lowering the stomach and inhaling, and on the exhale, rounding the back. One more wherever you're at. And come to a neutral tabletop. I'm actually going to scoot a little bit forward, plant your palms shoulder width apart, and curl the back toes under, send it to a plank position. So in these planks, we really want to be pressing away from the ground. You don't want this dip in your shoulders or in your hips. It's really not going to benefit you and it'll probably cause injury. So really press away from the ground. Nice and strong, core engaged. Then take your hips towards your heels. Come back up. Lower one forearm to the ground and then the other to a forearm plank. And lift back up, pressing one palm into the ground and then the other. Let's do that 4 more times. Shift the hips towards the heels, come back up, lower one forearm down, then the other, and press one palm up, then the other. 3 more. You got this in your own time. And go as slow or as quickly as is comfortable for you. You really don't need to rush these, so whatever works for you is perfect. And on the next one, let's take our hips back towards our heels, shift forward once again, come to that forearm plank, and just stay here. So in our forearm plank, slowly walk your toes in to a dolphin pose. Bring your chest through. Press your chest towards your thighs. If you need to keep a generous bend in the knees, please do so. Just open up through the shoulders. Slowly walk both feet back to that forearm plank. And then lower the hips to the floor. And then let's just bring our elbows directly underneath our shoulders, press the arms into the ground, and come into a Sphinx pose. Just doing a little back bending to counter all the core work that we're going to be doing. And that we have already done. And then curl those back toes under, press the palms into the ground, and come up to a plank position. Again, nice and strong, core engaged, everything is lifted. Shift both heels to the right, lift up the left arm for side plank. And then on an exhale, lower that left hand down, come back to plank, and then shift it back to downward facing dog. Lifting up the hips, resting the heels. Again, if you need a generous bend in the knees here as well, go for it. And then inhale, lift up the right leg, point the toes. Exhale, shift forward, shoulders over wrists. Right knee to right elbow. Inhale, send it back up to three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, send it back up. And then back down to downward facing dog. Shift forward into plank. If you need to adjust your toes, go for it. And then lean both heels to the left. Lift up the right arm. You get it? We're just doing it on the other side. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Shift back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift up the left leg, point the toes. Exhale, shift forward, knee to elbow, to your left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, back up, three-legged. Exhale, bring it down. We're going to move through this 2 more times on each side. Shift forward into plank. Great job. Shift both heels to the right. Lift up, left hand to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, bring that hand down. Shift back into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Point the toes. Exhale, shift forward. Knee to right elbow. Inhale, back up to three-legged. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, back up, three-legged, and bring that foot down to down dog. Deep breath, side out. Let's keep going. Shift forward into plank. Rotate those heels to the left. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, drop it down. Shift back to down dog. Inhale. Lift up the left leg. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, back up and back down. Now you know what we're doing. So one more time, you guys, and then we're done with this part. Shift forward into plank. Heels come to the right. Inhale, left hand up to the sky. Exhale, float it back down. Send it back to down dog. Inhale, lift up the right foot high to the sky. Point the toes. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Send it back up. Knee to left elbow. Exhale. Send it back up. Inhale. Drop the foot. Shift forward into plank. Drop the heels to the left. Inhale, lift up the right arm to the sky. Exhale, float it back down. Shift back to down dog. Inhale, lift up the left leg. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, lift back up, three-legged. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, back up, and drop the leg. Great job. From here, you can drop the knees, uncurl the toes, take it to a child's pose. You earned it. Let's take a few deep breaths here. Connect back to your breath, unclench the jaw if you tend to clench. And then slowly lift back up. Shift forward so that you're lowering your hips, coming back to lie down on your stomach. And take both hands to either side of you. Inhale, lift up the chest. Exhale, fold it back down. Inhale, lift up the chest, lift up the hands to either side of you. And if you want, try lifting up the feet as well. Finding lift everywhere. And slowly lower down. Curl those back toes under and send it up and back. We're just going to bring our legs out around in front of us. Soles to the floor. Hands come a little bit behind the hips. And inhale, lift up the hips. Look up. Exhale, bring the hips through, but don't sit your butt on the ground. Keep toes pointed towards the sky. So a couple modifications here. I'm just gonna pause. So you can bring blocks to either side of you if you do have them. Pressing the hands into the blocks, lifting up. This will help you find a little more lift in what we're gonna be doing. And the first option is just to do this every time, kind of coming up, keeping both heels on the ground the whole time. But if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you can follow with me. If not, keep that movement going. So planting the palms once again, inhaling, lifting up the hips. Exhale, bringing the hips through. Lift your right foot. Drop it down. Inhale, come up, lift the hips, send it through, lift up the left foot. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift the hips, really press through all parts of the hands. Send it through, lift your right heel, drop it down, lift up the hips, you got it. Send it back, lift up the left heel. One more. Lift up, give it everything you've got. This is the last one. Send it through and lift one heel. And if you want to, try lifting the other. You can point the toes and slowly come back down. So if you're using those blocks, it's really gonna help you to find lift in that position. So just to kind of show you, so that maybe if you're working towards this, it'll give you a better example of how to kind of modify for this. So lifting up, coming back, and you see I have a lot more space now in between my butt and the ground to find that lift. Come down wherever you're at. Bend the knees, soles to the floor, hands in front of you, roll onto your back. One vertebrae at a time. Take your time. Knees into the chest. Give them a hug. Congratulate yourself for showing up today. And when you're ready, lower the left leg down towards the floor, keeping the right knee in. And then use this right hand, or this left hand, excuse me, to guide the right knee up and over to the left side. Right arm can come in a cactus arm like so, or straight out to the side of you, palm face up. You can look up or towards that right hand. Just ending in a gentle twist today. Bring it back in, both knees to center. Give them one more hug. Lower the right leg to the ground. And then use this right hand to guide the left knee up and over. Left arm comes palm face up in a cactus arm or straight out to the left side of you. You can look up or towards that arm. Gently release. Send both legs out to either corner of your mat. Arms come to either side of you, palm face up. I hope that you enjoyed this class for building arm strength, and hopefully it gives you a little bit of some fun stuff to work towards. There's definitely ways to modify your practice. There's always ways to modify your practice. So do what best suits your body, what feels the best for you, and don't forget to have fun. These classes are all about having fun while building strength. Have a wonderful one. You always have me here supporting you, and I will see you in the next one. Namaste.